Blessings. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining with me. This is day 5. I can't believe it. Here we are already. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a child of God, just like you. There are some people that call me Reverend Sharon, and then there's some people that call me Mom. And yeah, I pretty much come to anything. um, the kitties are in the garage today, out enjoying themselves. Yeah, I'll let them back in after this. Today's lesson is one of those lessons that sticks with me. There's quite a few of them, but it'll just pop in, probably because I've studied it so much. But I am never upset for the reason I think. Lesson 5 in A Course in Miracles. I am never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms. Let me make this bigger so I can actually see what I'm reading. All of which will be perceived as different. We think they're all different. Some are bigger and some are smaller. This is not true. However, until we learn, that form does not matter. Each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at for the reason I think. I am not afraid of for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe the forms of upset which you think result. So as the day progresses and things happen, life happens, we can just stop and say, oh, I am not angry at for the reason I think. But this morning, or for the practice periods, this is where we stop and literally just search our mind for upsets, for fear, and there's more. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. I will regard them all as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source and of the upset as you perceive it, and of the feelings as you experience it. Further examples: I am not worried about for the reason I think. I am not depressed about for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day are enough. I am never upset for the reason I think. And in this lesson, Jesus states, regard them all as the same, because my upset feeling, it takes me away from my peace of mind. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Our upset feelings bring about ideas of separation. Consider that. In truth, they are all the same because they take my mind away from peace of mind, from the peace that God wills for me and for you. Peace is our natural state of being. It's our natural state, and it's God's will for all of us. So some of the questions that have come up are, how can I remember to remind myself to do the lessons? Well, besides the app, so you're going to have it there, but how are you going to remind yourself? You could set a reminder on your device. Someone mentioned that they put a sticky note and keep it on their water bottle, because the water bottle goes with her everywhere she goes. She takes it everywhere. There are so many ways. Back in the Stone Age, when I first started doing this, there's a place in the text, in A Course in Miracles, early in the text, where Jesus says, this is A Course in Miracles. Please take notes. So write it down. Write it down. Get yourself a little notepad. Pen and paper. I've noted that early on, when I would write it down, it would help me remember it. And if you forget, it's okay. But when you remember, stop for a moment. Stop for a moment. And repeat today's idea. I am never upset for the reason I think. And then search your mind just for a moment or two. Whatever's in there, bring it out. I am not worried about for the reason I think. I am not depressed about for the reason I think. I am not angry at for the reason I think. I am not afraid of for the reason I think. I love you. I appreciate you. And I behold the Christ in you. I will see you tomorrow. Blessings.